Synergy alone has cost companies billions in wasted time and meaningless meetings. This single word, a corporate chameleon, disguises vague intentions as strategic brilliance. Business buzzwords often create a linguistic fog, obscuring clear communication with corporate jargon. These phrases promise innovation and efficiency, but frequently deliver only confusion and eye rolls. Understanding their true, often absurd, meanings helps you navigate the professional landscape effectively. You can transform bewildering corporate speak into genuinely amusing and relatable insights for everyone. It is like translating an alien language, where every word sounds important but means very little. Prepare to decode the most common business buzzwords and discover their often hilarious, hidden realities. Let us begin with synergy, a word that sounds impressive yet rarely accomplishes anything specific. Imagine two separate entities combining to achieve a greater outcome than their individual sum. In reality, it often means combining two departments to create one larger, more confusing meeting. Another classic, circling back, which typically implies someone forgot the original point entirely. It is the professional way of saying, let us pretend we are revisiting this, not just repeating it. But that is not the strangest part. Sometimes, circling back means avoiding a decision indefinitely. Next, low-hanging fruit, implying an easy win, a quick success just waiting to be picked. This phrase almost always refers to a task nobody wants to do, so it remains unpicked for ages. It is like suggesting a delicious apple is within reach, but everyone prefers to climb a different tree. Think outside the box encourages creativity, but often, the box itself is never clearly defined. This usually means think like me, but with more enthusiasm and fewer questions about budget. Wait until you hear what comes next. Sometimes, thinking outside the box just creates a bigger box. Then there is deep dive, suggesting an exhaustive, thorough investigation into a complex topic. Often, a deep dive is merely a shallow splash, a quick skim of existing information, repackaged. You might expect a submarine expedition, but you get a rubber duck floating in a kiddie pool instead. Leverage is another favorite, implying the strategic use of resources or influence for advantage. Most often, it means using something you already have, but now you have given it a fancier name. And then something unexpected happened. Sometimes, leveraging just means making more work for others. Bandwidth refers to capacity, usually time or resources, to take on additional tasks or projects. You will hear, I do not have the bandwidth, which means I am busy. Please do not give me more. Move the needle suggests making a significant, measurable impact, shifting outcomes notably. Imagine trying to push a mountain with a toothpick and celebrating a millimeter of progress. Holistic approach suggests considering all aspects of a problem, embracing the complete picture. But that is not the strangest part. A holistic approach can lead to analysis paralysis, not solutions. Paradigm shift indicates a fundamental change in approach or underlying assumptions for everyone. It sounds revolutionary, but often describes a minor update or merely a new spreadsheet template. You expect a societal transformation, but you get a new coffee machine in the break room instead. Disruptive innovation describes groundbreaking ideas that fundamentally change markets and industries. Many companies claim disruption, but their products merely offer a slightly different color option. Wait until you hear what comes next. True disruption rarely announces itself with a specific buzzword. Actionable insights are practical, implementable conclusions derived from extensive data or analysis. These are usually insights you already knew, just now presented in a more corporate-sounding way. It is like being told water is wet, but now it is called hydrological fluidity data insight. Win-win situation describes an outcome where all parties benefit equally from an agreement. Often, one party wins big, and the other just avoids losing too badly, pretending to win.
And then something unexpected happened. Sometimes, the only real winner is the person who coined the phrase.
Going forward is a polite, slightly redundant way of saying from now on or in the future. Imagine saying eating food going forward instead of simply eating food at dinner with friends. Optimize means making something as effective, perfect, or functional as possible for peak performance. But that is not the strangest part. Sometimes, optimizing just breaks the thing you were improving. Leverage our synergies to deep dive into low-hanging fruit and optimize for a win-win situation. This sentence, a masterpiece of buzzword bingo, means almost nothing concrete or truly actionable. You could replace it with let us work together to do the easy stuff, and everyone would understand. The humor lies in their grand pronouncements versus their often trivial or obvious real meanings. It is a linguistic treasure hunt, where the real treasure is the ability to speak clearly again. The best moments are when someone uses 5 buzzwords in a single breath, completely serious. You can almost see the imaginary buzzword bingo card being checked off in real time. Understanding this corporate lexicon allows you to translate vague requests into clear directives. It also gives you a secret superpower, the ability to call out corporate speak with a knowing smile. Embrace the humor. It makes navigating the world of business jargon much more enjoyable and less frustrating. This collection of phrases helps you find the fun in the most baffling corporate conversations. This pervasive language often stifles genuine creativity and honest, direct communication among colleagues. It creates an environment where sounding important sometimes trumps being genuinely productive and efficient. Companies risk alienating employees and clients who struggle to decipher the ambiguous corporate code.
The real impact is a subtle erosion of clarity, making collaboration more challenging than it needs to be.
It can lead to misinterpretations, wasted efforts, and a general sense of organizational fatigue. Ultimately, the reliance on buzzwords can hinder innovation by discouraging simple, clear thinking. By recognizing these phrases, you empower yourself to cut through the noise and demand clarity. Your ability to translate corporate jargon into plain English becomes an invaluable professional skill. Decoding business buzzwords with a dose of humor transforms frustration into an engaging intellectual exercise. Subscribe for more fascinating insights and hit the like button if you enjoyed this linguistic adventure. Let me know in the comments which buzzword you find most amusing or utterly baffling.